Hey guys, welcome back again in MUO Sigma classes. And I hope guys you all are good, doing great and safe. So in this lecture I am going to teach you how we can create this kind of navigation driver, or you can say side menu, in our React Native application. So here we have the application, and here you can see we have this side menu, and we have two pages that we have already set here for the home and notification. So this side menu is working, but we have to create this side menu. Okay, so if you have this question, how we can develop even this kind of side menu in React Native, then we have this example in React Navigation. If you will search React Navigation driver, you will get this first link. Just open this and you will get the example. Okay, so this is the same example. Okay, you can see home and notification, and here you can see we have this code. Just copy this code and just try to run in your mobile device. So we have to make this side menu. So let's get started. So here in this code, if I will summarize you, okay, so guys, you can see we have this app function. Under this we have navigation container, and then we have driver navigator, and then screen. Okay, so you know the screens are those component those you wanted to use in your application. Okay, so let's do not stuck in these screens. So let's put more focus on the side menu, right? So if you are clicking over here, we are getting this default side menu, but we want to customize this side menu. So how to do that? We have a very beautiful parameter, you can say props is driver content, and then under here you can pass like this props, and you can pass your custom component, whatever you wanted to use in the side menu. Okay, so let's say I'm creating over here some custom side menu .js file. Here my React function component, here I will use view and view. I want to use text over here, text. Hey, this is side menu. Cool. Let me just import from React Native. So I wanted to use view and text for now. Cool. I will not use any of style for now. So here I'm gonna import my component first, which I have created, this custom side menu, but the name is wrong. So let me make some changes in the name. Custom side menu. Okay. So custom side menu, this is the component name, and I'm gonna render this, importing this, and I'm gonna use over here. Okay, and let me pass all props by spread operator. Cool. Let me see the simulator. So this is saying can't find variable props. Okay, this I have to share with this component. Let me open this, and now here you can see the default side menu is no more, and we have this custom side menu. Okay, if I will take you inside this component, we have this. Hey, this is side menu, and this is here. So let me summarize you first. So here, whatever the code you can see, this is coming from the example which I have found from the React Navigation driver official website, and I have just copy pasted that code, and then I am using this prop driver content under in driver navigator, and then I'm just passing the props under my custom side menu component, that is I'm passing under in the driver content. Okay, cool. Okay, so now whatever the changes you want to make inside your side menu, you can do it. You can do those changes. Okay, so here you can see we have to create this kind of side menu. So first thing first, we have this kind of profile and the name and then followers in the header. And then we have the middle part. Here we can see the list, and we have this bottom part. So let's just focus on this first. Okay, so let me use some style. So I'll use inline styling over here. So flex 1 so that you can see directly. Okay, flex 1, and then we have this view. Okay, some styling over here. Let's say flex 0.3. Cool. And then we have 3 views. One is for the top, middle and the bottom part. Got it? So we have to utilize that one value over here. So I am giving 30% for the bottom, I mean for the top view, and then I wanted to utilize some 70 or 60% for the middle part, and I want to use some 20% for the bottom part. So 0.3 let's say, and 0. Let's say 7, not 7, 0. Let's say 5, and let's say 0.2. So for better understanding, let me show you by just giving the background color. Let's say green. Okay, this is for red. So the middle part, so the middle section will be red, and then this is, I'll create pink, the bottom part. So here you can understand this better. So this is the top part, middle part and the bottom part. This looks fine. Okay, so here first I have to create this circle, and in this we have to show this picture. Okay, so I will use image component. I have to import this image component from React Native. So we have this source. Under in this I can pass URI and some image URL. So let's say I have this image only, so just copy image address, and I wanted to use over here like this. Okay, and I have to put some style also. So let's say I wanted to give height 100 and width, let's say 100, with border radius 40. Then okay, so we can see over here this kind of circle. So if we'll give 50, and it is a total circle, right? So just give some padding from the top, padding top, let's say 50. Here you can see some gap from the top, and then I want to give some space from left, so I will use padding horizontal, let's say 20. Yep. Okay. So this picture you can see under in this circle, and I want to use this name and then followers. Cool. This name I will use, let's say Piyush Vajpayee, and then I wanted to use some followers. Let's say I have some followers 6,000. Okay, and then followers. Okay, cool. So here you can see we have not that much of a space from the top and in between of the two texts, and not even this text is bold or something like this. It's not look like this. Okay, so we have to make like this. So I have to give some style. Okay, font weight, let's say bold, font size, let's say 22. Let's see, this looks fine. Okay, but we have to give some space. So margin top, let's say 20, not 20, let's say 20, 10. Okay, just copy this whole styling and just use over here. We don't need this bold. You can give this for font size, let's say 18. That's it. Cool. So we can give let's say 16, enough. Okay, and give some little less padding from the top, margin from the top. It looks fine. And let's say give some more space from the top for heading. Looks fine. Cool. okay, it looks fine, but still we have some gap. So we will do one thing. We will decrease the height of this box, this green box. So what we will do, we will make it to 5. Cool. And we will increase this this, what we can say, this red box. Okay, 6.5. Cool, fantastic. And then we have to render this UI. So what we will do, I will create const list array. Okay, so what list array will contain these number of items. Okay, we have profile, messages, activity. So I'll take care in this only. I will basically create one array of items, and each of item is representing this profile and with image. So icon, okay, icon will be something, and also title. But right now I do not have any of the images like user image, message image. So for now, for example, per se, I'm gonna use this image. Okay, so I have this const common image, let's say I'm using. Okay, I have this common image, so I will pass this common image over here in all of the icons. So you can basically change these all icons. Okay, and even though if you wanted to handle this from backend, then you can make an API call and then you can fetch the data. Okay, you can save into the Redux, or you can save into the component level of a scope, and you can use it. So I have this list item. So basically under in this red box I have to render these all items, right? So what I can do, I have two options. I can use flat list, and I can use the scroll view using map. So I would prefer to work with flat list. So let me give you the example. If you don't know about flat list, just search this on internet and then you will get the first link. This is the React Native official website, and here you can go and you can check this example directly. So under in this you can see we have this data array. Under in this we have multiple of ID and title with particular with the single of items in the array. Okay, so every item it is containing ID and title. Okay, and how we are using like this. So let me just copy this flat list. Okay, so here I am using flat list, so I have to also import this flat list from React Native package. Cool, fantastic. So I have to pass this data, this list array, at the place of data. I have to pass this. So this should be an array. Okay, and then we have render item. This will be the UI part. Whatever the UI you wanted to render, you have to pass over here. This is the key extractor. This will basically check your all of item is unique or not. Okay, so just we have to pass some unique data over here for each iteration. Okay, if you don't want to use, then you can just comment this. Okay, so we have this render item. So for this rendering item, I am using another function, you can say, this render item, and this is basically item. This is kind of component, you can say, and we have this component over here. Just copy this and use over here. So I'm not basically changing, I'm not going to change anything over here. I am just using as it is we have in the documentation. So we have to use this title and as well the icon. So icon as well I'm gonna use, just copy, and I'm gonna use this icon and item.icon. Okay, so I don't need to use like this over here. This is random item I'm using over here in this flat list. Cool. And then we have the item. So we will get title and icon, right? So I can pass like title and icon. Okay, and to show that icon, first I'm gonna show you this title text. Okay, so style is missing, so let me just copy the styles, the whole styles, let me just paste over here at downside. Okay, just copy style sheet and I have to import from React Native package, just show you. Okay, cool. And that's fine, and we don't need this container, remove this container, that's fine. Let's see. Cool. So we have this profile, messages, activity list, report, this is scroll view, right? We have, so this is a flat list where basically we are injecting this list array. Under in this we have multiple of item. Okay, in this we have icon and title. So every icon it is basically containing a common image, which is this image. Okay, so I'm gonna use this image as well in this. So let me just copy this image. Okay, and I'm gonna use this here, and we have this styles image. Let me just fix direction is raw. Let's see. So now if you can see, we have this profile and with the image as well, but we wanted to show this image little small. Okay, so what we can do, we can go up and here we can just reduce the size. Let's say we make it 40, 40 and 40. Cool. And also we will remove this color. Okay, color, so just remove this background color. Fantastic. And we have to use justify content space between. Okay, fantastic. And then we have this item, we have this text, right? We have this title style, so we have to go to the title style. And guys, if you can see, we have these all text aligned to the start one. Okay, so we don't need this actually. We can if we will make it center, then it will be in center of the screen, in center of the item, but I don't want to do that. Okay, so cool. So we have this item, so what we will do, we will give some margin from the left, let's say 20. Okay, so this is the enough space that I wanted. Okay, and I wanted to reduce the font size, let's say 18 I wanted to give. Okay, I wanted to give, let's say 22. That is good. Okay, cool. I want to reduce some size of this icon as well, 35, 35, 40. Fantastic. Okay, so here we have this item, we don't want to give this 20 padding. Okay, I want to give some padding vertical, let's say 10. Fantastic. Now this looks fine. Okay, wanted to reduce background color first. Okay, this looks fine. Fantastic. Now what I want to do, I want to remove this extra text first. Okay, and I wanted to increase some size of this, I mean the height of this box little. I wanted to increase little increase. If this, then it's good, it's fine. I don't want to get like this. 0.25 is good. I want to reduce 0.55 then, and here I want to use the same thing like this. So what I can do, I will use the same kind of flat list at this place. I'll use the same flat list, but if I will use the same flat list, then it will basically give me this kind of data, this multiple data, but I have to use just these two items. So what I can do, I'll create my different data for this. So I'll create some bottom list, and I'll take care only two data over here. This bottom list I have to pass in this flat list. Fantastic. So I have two items in the bottom view, I have some couple of items in the center view, and I have this profile picture, name, and the followers. So it looks like same, right? And what I can do, I will remove this pink color, okay, this green color. Fantastic. Let me do one thing. I will do one thing. What I can do, I will reduce some size of this text, and will increase some size of this text. Okay, so I'll increase this size, let's say 28. This looks fine. Reducing this text size, then it would be this text, and then let me reduce this. Oh, this is a 28, and I wanted to reduce this title, so let's say this is 18. Fantastic, it's perfectly working fine. Okay, now the challenge is we want to highlight what you can say, we wanted to highlight the selected item, right? So how to achieve this? Cool. So if you will go to the flat list, then you will get amazing thing. If you see here, we have this first item, second item, third item, right? But if let's say you have this, if you will scroll a little down, you will get this kind of example. If you select any of item, you can see the selection, the background color, it is getting changed when I'm clicking on this this dark color is coming over here, right? So it's mean this item is selected, right? This item is selected, and now this item is selected, right? So how to achieve this? Let's just focus on this example. So I have this flat list, right? So this is the render item, okay, and this is the render item. So what they are doing here, they are actually choosing the background color on the basis of the ID, if it is selected or not. On that basis, basically, if this condition is true, then they are showing this color, otherwise showing this color. Okay, so what we can do, we can just copy both line. Okay, let me see the simulator, and we have to make return. Oh, sorry, not here. We have to make return over here. Cool. Okay, that's working fine, right? All right, so just copying the code, and after this, let me paste this. Okay, so if you're clicking on this item, let's say, so this item on press will trigger, and this will basically set the ID and inside this state. Okay, inside this, inside this state, it will basically store the ID. And then what I'm doing, using this selected ID, I'm basically accessing that ID which I have selected, and then I'm checking if the item.id is equals to my selected ID. That means I have to show this color, otherwise I have to show the color. The same condition is getting applied over here as well for the white and black. So the same thing I'm gonna do, just I'm gonna use this on press. So I have this on press and then set selected ID. So just copying this use state line, let me use over here. Fantastic, it's working fine. Okay, but how we can say that on press will work, because we have this separate child item. Okay, this is a child component, you can say. So we have to do something over here. So let me use touchable opacity and just close this bracket as well, and I have to import this touchable opacity from React Native package like this. And then what I can do, I will use on press, and I'll basically call a call a function from child component to the parent component. So I'll use on press only, okay, and which I have to define over here. Okay, so basically if the user will click on this item, okay, this item, okay, so use state is not defined, so I have to import this use state from React package. What is the problem now? Okay, I have actually used this line of code here, so I have to use this line of code at the top like this over here. Just refresh the app and you can see app is working fine. Opening the side menu, and if I'm clicking on any of the items over here, then it's mean this touchable opacity on press will work. And then I'm making a on press function from child component to the parent component as a callback, then it will basically come up here, this on press. And then I have selected this, I'm just updating the state using set selected ID with my ID. So here only I will have my selected ID. Okay, and then I'm checking if the ID is equals to, if the item ID is equals to my selected ID, then I have to show this color, otherwise I have to show this color. Okay, so anyhow I have to use this background color and color as well, so I have to pass this. Okay, color to here. Okay, let me show you. So in this item only I am using my background color and the text color as well. Okay, but I'm at the place of text color I'm using this color, and at the place of this making this curly braces like this, so I'm not going to use that curly braces. So just passing this background color and color, okay, here like this. Okay, I'm going to give some extra line of styling over here, so I'm just making this array like this in the style and using background color, this background color, and okay, so I have to use like this. So sorry for this. Cool, and I have to use this color as well, so I will do the same thing over here as well. So color, let's say color. Fantastic. So okay, so default I don't want to give this color, so defaultly I want to remove this color. I want to make it white, and this is fine. So if I will select this, okay, fantastic. So what is happening? Okay, so if you know guys, in our array of items we do not have the ID, right? We have title only. So we have two ways. We can create the ID in each of item, and then we can do this. Otherwise, so for now what we can do, because each of title is also a different entity, okay, so what we can do, we can use this title instead of using the IDs. but this is not a good approach. Okay guys, don't do this. Whenever you are making an API call, you must get the ID. Okay, if you're not getting ID, you can create your random IDs. Okay, then you can differentiate it. So just for the video and just for the explanation, I'm going to use this. So this title is the unique entity in my each of items, so I'm gonna use this. So if suppose that you have any different entity which should be unique, then you can use that entity as well. Cool. So if I'll use if I'll click on this profile, then you can see this profile is getting highlighted. This is happening because guys, we have this profile same. Okay, this is not the unique identity, unique items. That is the reason it is coming. Okay, so we have to make some changes over here. So let's say tell a friend, so we'll make some changes over here. Okay, tell a friend, and let's say sign out. Okay, fantastic, man. So if you'll select on profile, then it should be highlighted, and if you're clicking on this messages, activity, list, okay, list is 2 times. Okay, no worries, I'll remove this list. Fantastic. If you're clicking on profile, messages, activity, list, report, then you can see these selected items is getting getting highlighted. Okay, it's working fine. Okay, so I have applied changes into the single component and getting activated for 2 different sections. It is because of I made these UI at the same place, and flat list I have used at different places, at different places. Okay, so this is the power of React Native. When you want to implement something, you can implement easily like this. And now guys, at the end you can see guys, we have some gap from the left of this image. Okay, and also we have some border radius. So let's apply this. So the first thing first, we have to give some space from the left. Okay, so we have this item and then we have this image. Let me give some space. So margin left, let's say 10. Cool, this is fine now. And now we have to make some border radius. So let me give some border radius. Let's say 10. 10 is more, so what we can do, we can give it 6. It's perfectly fine. Okay guys, so I hope you got my point, and if you like this video, please do like this video and share this video with your friends so that they can also learn this. And I will post this code into my GitHub, and I will share this GitHub link with you in the description soon. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel and tell to your friends as well to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Thank you so much.